Why is it that so many people that have done business with the Clintons over the years, all around the world, or close to them, or their inside circle, end up dead? Why is that? Come on, don't you see the coincidence, the quinky-dink, the irony? Obama, who was really just put in place. Obama was put in place for one reason only, to disrupt civil rights in our social society. That's why Obama was put in place. There's hope and change. Yeah, change everybody from moving towards a positive future of inclusion and equality to a fight, a negative fight, clouded with a smile and a slick talker. I mean, the guy was never a citizen. It's been proven. He's a Muslim. It's been proven. Whether you believe me or not, just do your homework. I'm not here to argue that point. Michelle is Michael. Come on, whether you believe me or not, with that, just do your homework. There's more than enough videos out there. Come on. Nevertheless, why is it that even people close to him end up dead? How come you never hear anybody that was close to Reagan end up dead? Or that was close to even the Bushes? Only a few ended up dead. It amazes me that people don't understand the sincerity of our current president, President Trump. Hey man, he's not perfect. You don't become a multi-billionaire or worth hundreds of millions of dollars just because you're a nice guy. It doesn't work out that way. You know that. Everybody knows that. You got to be a tough hombre, man or woman, to get to be that wealthy and have that kind of influence. History shows that. But to call him a racist, do you know how many black folks he's put in his cabinet, and women? And Hispanics, Latinos? The statistics show, whether you want to believe them or not, whether they're perfect for you or not, overall the general statistics show. And you can't deny facts. It's that simple. But yet people hate him because they're enticed by the rhetoric and emotional firecracker of the fake news media, which is all owned by the corporations, banking and insurance companies, to get their agenda across. And that is a global elitism, the socialization, the society of socialist and communist dictatorship around the planet Earth, getting us ready for AI, intelligence, robotics, and automation, where many of the jobs today are going to be obsolete within 10 years. You better retrain yourself. Whose fault is that if you don't? You've been warned. President Trump. Let me ask you some really basic questions. Someone please tell me what's so bad about having the world's greatest, most powerful, most technologically advanced military, both in space and in the sea and everywhere else, than anybody else in the world? What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with everybody having a job and low unemployment? What is so wrong with the interest rates still being and the Fed not raising them? What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with your 401ks that are blowing through the ceiling because of the NASDAQ and because of the Dow and the stock exchange? What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with the fact that protection of every single person in America is a right given to us by God, that we should be protected? And what's so wrong with encompassing a wall, a major steel wall or barrier, plus the helicopters and the satellites and the drones and the patrols by car and the patrols by off-road vehicles and the patrols by horseback and the patrols by mule and the patrols by walking? What is so wrong with that? And cameras and infrared and sound. What is so wrong with all those things? $5 billion on a budget of trillions of dollars? That's chump change, guys. He's going to get it built anyway. He's got the funds already available. He's giving Congress a chance to participate. So what is so wrong with protecting you? Protecting those people who have their family, those angel moms. Do you want to be an angel mom? And if one person, just one person dies because some illegal immigrant, that's wrong, don't you think? And if it costs $5 billion to protect one person, okay. Isn't a life worth more than $5 billion? I don't understand what's so wrong with that. What's so wrong with telling all the countries in the world, the big dog is back. You owe us money. Pay up. We're tired of carrying you. Don't you do that to your kids after a while if they're sucking off your tit at home for the rest of their life? What is so wrong with ending the treaty with Russia for nuclear arms? Do you know that they have been violating that treaty ever since the first one was done with Reagan? And not being accountable for it? They got 100 megaton underwater bomb that can destroy continents. Didn't you read about that? I posted it up. Oh, you didn't read about that? They outnumber us in nuclear cruise missiles 10-1. Because we, Americans, have been obeying the rules. But they haven't. And every president is just bent over backwards, bent over backwards, bent over backwards, bent over backwards, and some of them have even bent over forwards. You know what I mean? Since Reagan, since he destroyed the evil empire. What is so wrong with keeping these people in check? China ripping us off. European ripping us off. What's so wrong with putting North Korea and South Korea back together on talking terms at least so that their countries can find commonality and avert any kind of destruction of death by conventional war and nuclear? What's so wrong with that? What is so wrong with protecting our interests around the world? What is so wrong with that? You like your lifestyle, don't you? You like the things you have. You like to be able to have freedom. You like to sit in a cafeteria without it exploding into a gajillion pieces and your whole family decimated, dying right in front of you. Don't you like that? Because if you don't, then go live in a foreign country. Move to Venezuela. You like socialism? Move to Venezuela. You like communism? Move to China. Move to Russia. You like dictator? Move to Iran. Come on, put your money where your mouth is. Put your balls on the table. Don't talk the talk, walk the walk. What's so wrong with capitalism? It's what made this world great, made our country great. And what gives you the inspiration that your children could be great someday and be a multi-billionaire because they have ingenuity and creativity and genius and they have the ability to do that and not be brought down just because they have the wrong color skin, eyes, hair, or a wrong accent or dialect. This is what America's about. When was the last time you read the Constitution and the first 10 Bill of Rights and the amendments? When was the last time you read the Declaration of Independence? When was the last time you read the Federalist Papers, if you ever read them? When was the last time you understood what the Pledge of Allegiance? Go watch Red Skelton. I posted it up on my Facebook timeline. Red Skelton describing what the Pledge of Allegiance means. What's wrong with praying to God? What is so bad about God? Jesus wasn't cutting people's heads off, was he? I don't know. I don't know if Jesus cutting people's heads off anywhere. What's so wrong about our taxes being lowered? And maybe they aren't lowered enough for you, or maybe it changed this year. Well, look at sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What do you think? Living in a republic is free? You think living in liberty is free? Living in our country is not free. You need to pay the price to live in our country. Our country, freedom is not free. Boyd Pentel's on with me. What do you think? Everything around that we have, all the niceties of life and all the ability to take care of ourselves and our families and acquire financial freedom, acquire any way of life we want, whether we want to live under the freeway or we want to live in the highest penthouse on the planet Earth, you think that's free in this country? We have to pay a price to keep what we want. Tell me what's so wrong with the things that he's doing. This is just a slash of the things that he's doing. What's so wrong with being the world's energy leader? It's the first time in 40 years that we've been the world energy leader. What's so wrong with not being a bend-over beggar to OPEC and Russian Siberian oil? Tell me, please, what's so wrong with that? What's so wrong with making a profit selling our oil to the world? It certainly produces lots of great high-paying jobs with benefits and 401ks for lots of good folks. What's so wrong with having prayer in school? They talk about Darwinism, which is just a theory. That's all that is. It's a theory. It's as much of a theory as maybe perhaps your faith in God is a theory. Either one. Why can't both theories be taught? And let a young person come to their own questioning and determination with the consultation of their families and the people that they trust and love. What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with busting MS-13 gang members who want to come over, rape, pillage, kill, murder, take? And they do. Because that's their creed. That's their business model. Rape, murder, intimidation, killing. That's what they do. What's so wrong with busting these people and putting a bullet in their head? Believe me, you're glad I'm not president. I'd put a bullet in their head and let their friggin' bodies rot in the cement like carcasses, import some buzzards to pick their bones. Please let me, if there's ever a law out there that allows me to kill MS-13 members with impunity, I'm joining. And so 13 and 18th Street and La M and the Mexican Mafia and the cartels and El Norte and the Vineland Street Gang. I just rattled off a few gangs. The Crips, the Bloods, the Mongols biker gang. What's so wrong with putting all these people away forever, for life? That's what he's doing. Tell me what's wrong with that. You ever lived by a gang member? Have you ever had a gang member come up to you and put his gun to your head? I bet you haven't had your nose broken in a fight. America's gotten soft. Men have gotten soft. What's so wrong with being a man that has some macho behind you, some balls, some stand-upness in the face of evil? I have. What's so wrong? Please, somebody tell me. Somebody let me know. Louis Urzia's on. Masamiya Sakurura's on. I don't talk politics as much as I used to because I'm fed up and disgusted with the lack of interest that people have in our country today. The lack of involvement. How our schools are teaching and rewriting history in a liberal, left-wing, social communist, demon crazy, me, myself, and I, selfish, grandiose, my ego, I'm important, give me mine way. You want some guy swinging a big honking salami stick in a dress teaching your kid in second grade about transgenderism? You want that? Really? 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 Has our country come to that? Unbelievable. Tell me what President Trump is doing that's so bad. Please. He just wants to make sure that police have all the necessary things, that our EMT people have all the necessary things. He's proud of our local police and the great job that they do and our policing agencies. The FBI is friggin' corrupt. What's wrong with exposing that? Lawyers and attorneys twist and maneuver and juxtapose all the language around for their own benefit. I know I got some lawyers watching me, and I'm sorry if I insult you. I'm sorry. I apologize. We do need a gunslinger. There's no doubt about it. And we also need a surgeon, too, sometimes. When people have forgotten how to solve their own problems and be accountable and responsible and say, yeah, I did it. It's my fault. What's so wrong with them? What is so wrong with these virtues and values, these ethics and morals that we need desperately in this country now? What's so wrong with the sanctity of marriage? Husband and wife, female and male, two genders joining together to create another child so that we can continue our population. What is so wrong with that? Tell me, please, please, somebody tell me. Please, somebody educate me. Tell me something. Why aren't the Clintons in jail? Why is Obama not in jail? Why aren't the Bushes in jail? Why aren't all these perverted, deviant, piece of low-life, scumbag, vagrant, varmint, rat bastards that hurt children even living today? These pedophiles. Why are they even living anymore? We've gotten to be a soft society. We've lost our way. Louis DeStefano says he had an Asian gang member put a gun to his head back in 2000 in our Gardena parking lot. Until you've had that happen to you, you have no clue or concept about the violence that these people live in. And they should be out of this country. Latino, Asian, black, brown, pink, purple, or polka dots. What is so wrong with what Donald Trump, our great president, is doing? Please, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Please, please, somebody tell me. I don't talk as much politics and my viewpoint about things as much as I used to. You know why? Because I know it rubs a lot of you wrong. And quite frankly, I really don't care if it rubs a lot of you wrong. I really, really don't, honestly. I don't. I don't really care. Hey, it's me, Jesse T. What did you do for me lately? You pay my mortgage payment? You put my kids through college? You buy me a refrigerator of food? What did you do for me lately? Zero. Nothing. So I really don't care what you care about me and what you think about me and what you think my words say or don't say. It makes no difference to me. Because I know I'm right. Because you can't deny right. You can't deny wrong. You can't deny evil. It's clear and precise. You can't deny corruption. I don't care how many colors of paint you put on it and how you try to distract and deceive and hypocrisy and lie and cheat. I don't care. You can't deny what is. The stinky Republicans, the demon crazy Democrats, both of you all are a bunch of low-life, scum-sucking rat bastards. Professional politicians, you should have term limits and get the hell out of town. Tell me what's right when someone comes in and makes $200,000 a year in government and walks out being worth $150 million in 10 years. I'm going to run for Congress. Watch. You know something? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run for Congress. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is going to be my first platform. I'm going to run for Congress and make $175,000 to $200,000 a year because that's what they make. Okay? And then in 10 years, I'm going to put together all the backdoor dealing and all the networking and all the backdoors, backslapping and kissing babies and backdoor dealing and setting up something that I know the stock market will explode, investing backdoor. I'm going to do all the things, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on this committee and that committee to make sure that I can adjust these things and make sure that I know what's going on in the inside track and regulations so I can tell the right corporations and the right leaders out there what to invest in, what's coming down the road, 18 months, 2 years, how to do this, how to construct that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk out being worth $200 million in 12 years. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep 50 million of it for myself. Hey, Jesse T's got to get paid. First, I'm on the front line. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take $150 million. I'm going to go open up a storefront in one of the major cities, and I'm going to give $10,000 cash, gold or silver, whichever they want, until I get rid of $150 million. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my platform. I'm going to give away $150 million. Maybe I'll give away $150 million in $100,000 increments. That can effectively change somebody's life. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put $50 million in my pocket tax-free. Okay. Got to take care of my own. And then I'm going to take $150 million of that money that I backdoor whizzled all out of these corporations and all these things, just like the Clintons, Bushes, and the Obamas, and all these other greedy rat bastard political politicians that are professionals. but I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to take $150 million. I'm going to open up a freaking door front, and I'm going to sit there at a desk, and everybody who stands in line and says, hey, Jesse T, I want my $100,000. I'm going to give $100,000 away to everybody who walks in the door, cash in silver or gold, until I run out of $150 million. That's my new platform. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make some enemies. Woo! I don't care. Come at me, man. I got the bullets and the band-aids, brother. I got the armored vehicles and the armor, brother. I'm ready. Because when you take me out, I'm going to set it up so that will continue. Hey, it's me, Jesse T. I'm seriously thinking about running for Congress and doing that. All right, I'm done. I'm done talking politics for a little while. I could go on talking politics and my points of view and opinions about things till from here to in perpetuity to eternity. I'd be a good president, actually. I really would. I treat everybody fair and square. I treat everybody fair and on the square. Because I'm a traveling man. Love ya. Jesse T Show. Strumming up a little controversy today. Saying hi and bye to Dean Olson. Greg, hey, I haven't seen Greg Pop for a long time. Hey, Greg, thanks a lot, man. Louis DeStafanzo, thank you very much, pal. And Lou Urzua, and Masamia, Lloyd Pantel, terrific attorney. Mohammed Hussain Jr., and so many others. About 120 people have me on. Thanks a lot, guys, for checking in. The Brown Beauty is off duty, rolling down the highway. It's time to make some magic happen, don't you think? Come on, baby. Yeah, Foghat. Give me some of that slow ride. Slow ride, baby. I want the slow ride. No, I can't be getting no cramps in my toes. Yeah. Slow ride. Oh, yeah. Give me that rhythm tonight. That slow ride is right. Slow ride. Oh, the rhythm in the night. Oh, yeah. Boom. See ya. The Brown Beauty's off duty.